Hello campers! Today is Thursday. It is the 4th day of art camp. Mrs. Souders here to guide you through the day. How did you do with your picture frame yesterday? Did you find a special picture to put into your picture frame? I hope so. Remember, send me your pictures of your creations to that email down below, MySummerArtCamp@gmail.com, so I can see what you're creating. Today is a story called Tell Me Something Happy Before I Go to Sleep. This is a really fun bedtime story, so I hope you don't fall asleep. Today's project is going to be doing a printmaking project. So printmaking is where we take like a piece of foam and we make a picture on that foam, and then we take a piece of paper and we do a technique where we can get that same picture here on this new piece of paper without having to redraw it. It's really cool to do. So let's get started. Tell Me Something Happy Before I Go to Sleep by Joyce Dunbar and illustrations by Debbie Gliori. Tell Me Something Happy Before I Go to Sleep by Joyce Dunbar and illustrations by Debbie Gliori. Harcourt Incorporated. Willa was tired, so Willa went to bed. She lay with her pillow this way and that way and another way, but Willa couldn't sleep. Willoughby, called Willa. Are you there? Yes, answered Willoughby. I'm here. I can't sleep, said Willa. Why can't you sleep? Asked Willoughby. I'm afraid, said Willa. What are you afraid of? Asked Willoughby. I'm afraid that I might have a bad dream, said Willa. Think of something happy, then you won't have a bad dream, said Willoughby. So Willa tried to think of something happy, but she couldn't. Willoughby, asked Willa, are you still there? Yes, answered Willoughby, I'm still here. What can I think of that's happy? Asked Willa. Oh, lots of things, said Willoughby. Tell me something happy before I go to sleep. Willoughby thought for a moment. Then he said, Willa, look under your bed. So Willa leaned over and looked under her bed. What do you see? Asked Willoughby. I see my chicken slippers, said Willa. That's right, said Willoughby. And do you know what your chicken slippers are doing? No, said Willa, I don't. They are waiting, just waiting for nobody's feet but yours. Good, said Willa, that's happy. What else? What do you see on the chair? Asked Willoughby. I see my blue and white jumpsuit, said Willa. Do you know what your jumpsuit is doing? Asked Willoughby. No, said Willa, I don't. It's longing, just longing for tomorrow when you will jump out of bed and put it on. Good, said Willa, that's happy. What else? Willoughby picked Willa up in his arms and padded softly downstairs to the kitchen. He opened the pantry door. What do you see on the shelves? Asked Willoughby. I see bread and honey and oats and milk and apples, said Willa. That's right, said Willoughby, all waiting to be made into breakfast, for you and me to share. Oh, good, said Willa, that's happy. What else? Willoughby carried Willa into the living room and switched on the lamp. What do you see in the corner? Asked Willoughby. I see my basket full of toys, said Willa. What do you think they are doing? Asked Willoughby. I don't know, said Willa. They are dreaming of tomorrow and the games you are going to play. That's very happy, said Willa. What else? Willoughby carried Willa to the window and opened the curtains wide. What do you see in the darkness? Asked Willoughby. I see only the night, said Willa. What do you think the night is doing? Asked Willoughby. I don't know, said Willa. The night is waiting for the morning, which is on its way around the world. That's happy, said Willa. The morning is waiting too, said Willoughby. What for? Asked Willa. Oh, lots of things, said Willoughby. What things? Asked Willa. For grass to grow, flowers to bloom, and leaves to flutter, for clouds to float, wind to blow, and sun to shine, for birds to fly, bees to buzz, and ducks to quack. That's a lot of happy things, said Willa. There's just one sad thing, said Willoughby. What's that? Asked Willa. The morning is waiting for you too. It's waiting to wake you up. But I'm awake already, said Willa. That's why it's sad, said Willoughby. The morning likes waking you up. That's what makes the morning happy. Willoughby, asked Willa. What is it? Asked Willoughby. I'm tired. So Willoughby carried Willa back to bed. What do you see in your bed? Asked Willoughby. I see my bear, said Willa. What do you think he is doing? Asked Willoughby. Waiting for me to snuggle up with him, said Willa. That's right, said Willoughby, waiting especially for you. And when the morning comes and wakes me up, will you still be here? Asked Willa. I'm still here, said Willoughby. Good, said Willa. That's the happiest thing of all. Good night, Willa. But Willa didn't answer. She was sound asleep. Special thanks to Harcourt Incorporated. Created with work by Joyce Dunbar and Debbie Gliori. Copyright 1998. Okay, to get us started, we're going to need some sheet foam or styrofoam. This is just like the craft foam, like the really thin, like paper thin type of foam, or styrofoam like from a produce tray that you can cut down to like a rectangle. Some paper, pencil, washable markers, and a spray bottle of water. The first thing we need to do is we need to take our foam and we need to put it on our paper, and we're going to draw it to the size of the foam. That's going to help us with the next step. And then go ahead and cut it out according to what you just traced. Okay, so the point here is we want to make sure that the paper and the foam are the same size. Okay, so now using the foam or using the piece of paper, we're going to draw a picture of something that makes us happy. And for me, that means ice cream, especially this time of year. Oh my goodness, I love ice cream. So I'm going to draw an ice cream cone. You do not have to draw an ice cream cone. You can draw anything that makes you happy. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's pizza. Anything that makes you happy. Go ahead and draw a picture of something that makes you happy. I kept mine pretty simple. I have a triple scoop ice cream cone, and now I'm going to go ahead and put in the lines that are on the cone itself. That's going to give me a little extra texture too. Your drawing can be very detailed or it can be very simple. It is up to you. I'm sorry about that the picture didn't come out very well on the camera. Looks like it's disappearing, but it really isn't. Okay, so I've got my ice cream cone drawn. Now I'm going to put it over my foam. Now using my pencil, I'm going to trace my ice cream cone again, but I'm going to press down pretty hard, and it's actually going to cut through the paper. And when it cuts through the paper, it's going to make an indentation on my foam underneath. You'll need to probably hold on to the paper. If it's easier, go ahead and tape it down, especially if you have smaller hands. It might make it easier for it to stay in place, but you want that paper to stay right over the foam. Take your time in drawing your picture again, and you can use a pencil. You can also use a ballpoint pen, and that'll flow through pretty well too. And don't be concerned if you tear your paper. It's going to happen, but that's not going to be our final project anyway. It's going to be what we're going to use the foam for. Just take your time. Man, when I was drawing this ice cream cone, I kept thinking, oh man, what flavor of ice cream is this going to be? Do you like ice cream? Do you have a favorite kind of ice cream? Ooh. I think my favorites are probably anything with chocolate and peanut butter in them. I love chocolate and peanut butter. Okay, so now My image is on my foam. You can't see it real well, but it is on my foam. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my pencil again, and I'm gonna draw over those lines so I can see them really well for one last time. So basically I'm drawing this ice cream cone for the third time, but these last 2 times I'm just tracing. I'm just tracing what was already there. And it's very easy to draw on this foam. Again, a pencil or a pen will work great, just as long as you can see your lines. And the more things that you can draw on there to give it some texture, the better off your drawing is going to be. So now that I'm finished, you can take your hand and feel it. You can actually feel the drawing. Okay, now it's time to add some color on that ice cream cone. So I'm gonna make my cone brown, but I could really make it any color I wanted. I think my cone is gonna be like chocolate flavored, which will be pretty yummy. So any washable markers will work great on this, and they really do need to be washable because of the next step that we're going to do. Sharpie those are permanent markers, and they will not work for this project. So just good old Crayola markers will work fantastic for this. Just take your time adding your color. And then I got to decide what kind of flavors do I want my ice cream to be. Oh, maybe that bottom layer is going to be strawberry. Strawberry would be great there. Oh, yeah. I like all kinds of fruit flavors. That's a very red strawberry flavored ice cream. And the goal here is we just want to put color wherever we see that white foam. So the more color we put here, the better our final product will be. Okay, time for the next layer. I think my next layer is going to be, what do I think? Maybe orange. Ooh, what could that be? Ooh, maybe it's orange sickle. Orange sickle would be great for that. Oh, love orange sickle. Or maybe it's orange sherbet. Orange sherbet's really good too. I think I got myself a fruity cone. So we got a bottom layer of strawberry, and now I have my orange sickle or orange sherbet for my middle layer. Looks like my marker wants to run out, but it'll be fine. All right. Last scoop. What should it be? Maybe lemon. Oh, this is going to be one tangy ice cream cone. That's one colorful ice cream cone, I have to say. Oh, maybe this is like lemon sorbet or lemon sherbet or lemon bar ice cream. Oh, that would be good. Maybe a lemon chiffon. Can you tell I like ice cream? Getting that last bit of color in there. And the ice cream cone is now finished. Okay, now we're gonna put our white paper over our foam. Okay, we're gonna take some of that white paper, and now we're gonna use our spray bottle and spray some water on the paper, just to get it damp. It's not gonna be super wet. Then we're gonna take that colored foam, lay it right over the top, hold it in place, press it down, and you can either use your hand or you can use like a little rolling pin, some sort of little roller just to put some pressure on it. the idea is we want the color from our ice cream cone on the foam to get onto the paper. I'm going to try to keep it in place, but just give it some pressure. So if it's helpful, have somebody else hold down the foam and then you can rub it.
Yeah.
And then when we lift, look at that! We've got our ice cream cone on our paper now. Okay, now here are 3 different versions of my ice cream cones using the same printing plate. All I did is, after I was done with my first one on the far right, I just took it and rinsed it underneath some water, got it dry, and then I colored it again. So the one on the far left, I've got 3 scoops of chocolate ice cream. I've got my one in the middle that I've got my pink, my red, and my green, and of course I've got the one on the right. So you can keep printing over and over and over again to experiment with how many different things you can do with this one printing plate.